they were going out making these phone calls was that, well, no one else is running. We can't commit to voting for someone else because no one else is in the race. So his confidants, with other congressmen, come back and they're like, we've got to get somebody in the race so that we have a bona fide challenger to Boehner, or nobody will commit to voting against Boehner, because their excuse, their cover at the time was, well, nobody else is in the race. I don't agree with Boehner. I wouldn't vote for Boehner if I didn't have to, but he's the only one in the race. If I had another choice, I would take it. So his colleagues came back and they said, we've got to take away this fig leaf. Let's strip this away. Let's strip away this excuse. Take that away from him, because everybody's using it. They're beating this dead horse. And they said, Louis, it's got to be you. You're the one that has the entree with the conservative media. You can go on these talk shows. You're going to get immediate support. The grassroots adores you and loves you, so you need to do it. And he really was like, he said that he was afraid that it would hurt the cause more because the left attacks Louis Gohmert as Crazy Louis. They think that he's so far to the right that he's crazy. And so then he says, then I become the story. Crazy Louis becomes the story. He said, and I don't want that to set back the movement. I don't want to set that, I don't want to minimize the impact or the momentum we could build, because then the story becomes about me. He was so self-effacing. And he didn't want the left to turn it into some caricature of Louis Gohmert, as opposed to the true story being the failed leadership of John Boehner. And so it took him, he had to pray about it, it took him an overnight, and they were really pushing him hard. We've got to put you out there. And so then he related the story about how Congressman Yoho put himself out there. That's good. It started a lot of buzz, and then he went ahead and threw his hat in the ring as well, because it didn't matter at this point. You needed to show a revolt, and the more that threw their hat in the ring, the better.
Yes, exactly.
So
the more dissatisfaction.
Right.
In the
he said, and at that point, it didn't matter who they voted for, as long as they didn't vote for Boehner. Okay.
It's just sad that those that have led us to believe that they would do something different if given the opportunity have shown us that was just all lip service.
It was. Yep. That's a very gracious way of saying it was a lie.
I can be gracious occasionally.
Yes, and you are. You're very lovely. So, Lydia, thank you so much for sitting with me and sharing your. Me too. And I appreciate your insights. You brought some clarity, and I think some very personal insights to our discussion today. We're hashing over the events of the morning and the appearance of Louis Gohmert. So my guest today has been Lydia from the Southeast Texas Tea Party. Thank you again for coming on Raging Elephants Radio.
Enjoyed it.
All right, folks. Again, you are listening to live broadcasting from the Tea Party Patriots Our Texas Grassroots 3.0 training going on here in Houston. We're in West Houston, out in the Galleria area. It's time for me to take a break, so we're going to do that first. And when we come back, I don't know what we'll do when we come back. We're winging it today because we are in the field. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to be back in just a few minutes. Go grab something to drink, something to eat. We'll be back in just a few.
Go ahead and pull the mic levels down, Heidi. Pull the mics all the way down. Channels 2, 3, and 4. It's a little different configuration.
I'm going to go grab something to eat.
You've got Bob and...
Okay. Oh, both? Okay. All right, hang on. I'm going to go grab...
hang up on you.
Okay. All right.
Hardly.
Are you going to stop set?
Where's all the food?
Huh?
No, it takes two of us to handle one of her.
Yeah.
You want food, Heidi?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I had to have a little bit to eat.
I'm getting shaky.
I have low blood sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jean is here. Yeah, eat some protein.
Who?
That's what I
What is she trying to do?
Marie from League City.
Is she gonna do an interview?
No, it's not an interview, but
Oh, we're talking. It's not an interview. We're just chatting.
Hey, conversation.
Jean from your neck of the woods is here. Jean Marie.
Hey, speaking of which, my friend Debbie Georgette is sitting in Dallas.
Yeah.
Is doing a
George, if you want to get in there, you
show
can get in
on
there.
council meetings all the
the
time.
answer
Okay.
up there.